Hi everybody, David here again for lesson number 2. So today we are going to talk about API. So guys, again, if you want to get into automation, AI, machine learning, and so on, you need to know the foundation. You need to have a very solid background foundation. You need to know the basics, the fundamentals, before you start basically building anything, right? So again, if you just want to do something very complex without learning the basics, this lesson is not for you. But if you want to learn from the basics, the fundamentals, and be able gradually building robust, scalable, solid systems, this class is for you. And again, it's very important to know API because this is the modern way that systems, applications are communicating. So API stands for Application Programming Interface. All right. Let us cut the technicality, the complexity, and so on. It's just like you are a client, you are sitting in a restaurant, and then you look at the menu, you want to order some food, the waiter will come, you call the waiter will come, will take your order, take it to the kitchen will understand what you've ordered, they will cook your food, give it to the waiter, and the waiter will give it back to you. This is basically what API does. That's it. Do not, overthink or overcomplicate this, right? So an API is just basically used when a system is asking another system for information. This is why we use an API. Okay. So an API allows your application to request data from another service. Like today, we are going to play with the weather API, right? The weather database. We're gonna use it basically to make some calls to get some information, right? So you can use also an API to get information such as user data, payments, and other things. And everything is done automatically. So some pro tips for you. When I was learning API, I made a lot of mistakes. I made mistakes. Why? Because at first I was trying to do everything. I was trying to do get requests, post, put. I was trying to test everything. And this is not how you do it. Start simple, start small. Learn get requests first, because the get requests are very simple. You can easily use it to retrieve data, no risk, because you're not changing anything. It's great to learn this one first. Then you have to read the API documentation, guys. It's very important. It's like you have the best engineer in the world, and you just have this machine, and you give the engineer the machine and say, go ahead, set this machine up, run it. Well, maybe you can figure out how it will work after a very long time, but if you give that engineer documentation, it's going to save time. It's going to be amazing because, it can basically make that machine work at no time, right? So it's very important to know the API documentation because each system basically they have their own architecture, the way basically they use data, how you can call data and even send data, right? So another thing is test in small steps. Try to learn step by step, because the most important thing is if today you make one thing work, you won, you're a winner. Tomorrow you can make another thing work. Gradually you can create something that's very complex. That's how it works. And last but not least, security, very important. In this video, guys, let me come back to this page. In this video, maybe I'm going to show my API key, but don't do that. Ensure that your API key is hidden. So, something important, do not be intimidated again when you hear method, parameters, headers, body, blah, blah, blah. Method, what I want to do. This is the action. Parameters, what I'm asking for. Okay? Headers, who I am. The body, this is what we do in post and put requests. We're not going to cover this in this video, but if you see these ones, just know what it means. Okay? Do not be intimidated. So, let us start, with the fun stuff. So, again, the first thing I recommend, if today someone asks you, I want you to use make, okay, you can use make or use NaN, who cares? Again, guys, I see a lot of videos, a lot of people, saying, "Oh, make is better, and is better. This is better." Look, if you do not know these basics like API, whether you're using make or you're using and you're gonna get the same results. You're just gonna get frustrated because you're not gonna be able to build something that's solid, right? Let's face it. So forget about all these names. The most important thing is the basic. It's gonna work the same anyway. So, example here, I have a self-hosted NAN that I've hosted on Microsoft Azure. Well, I think it's always works, still working. And then here I have make.com. But the first thing I will do before that, make sure you go to this site, this weather API site, and create your account. Create your account. They will give you this free basic API key you can use to test anything. Well, if you want to use mine, but I don't recommend this. Create your own account, get your own key, guys. Here is the documentation. Very important to have this documentation. Okay, and why? Authentication. Look here, what they explain. All right, people think you have to set up when you do API. There is only one template for all. No, like this documentation, they help you a lot. Example here for authentication, they will tell you authentication to the weatherapi.com is provided by passing your API key as a request parameter through an API. So this is important, right? Then they give you here the URL. Okay, this is the HTTP or HTTPS, and then they will basically show you the method. The method. Remember the actions. If I want the current weather, I am going to say current.json. If I want the forecast, I'm going to say forecast.json. Simple, guys. Okay, there are things that are required. Remember here. Remember this. So you need to authenticate with this key. So I have to create a parameter with a key, and then this queue is going to help us a lot. Why? Because what I'm trying to do, maybe I'm saying I want the current weather for Paris, or I don't know, for Casablanca, for Dakar, or another city. So you need definitely to add this parameter queue. Okay, queue equals Paris. So this is like this location to be able to get that information. So that being said, let's go to make.com. I'll come to the HTTP here. I'll create one request. First thing, remember, mistake that people make. It's like they will come here and just, no. Here, I read the documentation and it explained to me how I am going to authenticate within the parameters. So I am going to put here, no authentication. Okay? Here, I will just copy this URL, okay, from this API documentation. I'll put the URL, okay, and then I need to do the action. Remember, the action here is I just want to know the current weather for a specific city. So I will take this current.json and need to add it to the URL. I need to add it here. And again, this V1 you're seeing, this V1 is just the version of your API, all right? So it's gonna be a GET request. Look, I know if you click here, you will see many types of requests, but again, don't be intimidated. I mean, just think of CRUD, right? See, when I want to create something, I will use a post request, all right? If I want to retrieve some data, I will use a GET request. If I want to update, is a put. If I want to delete, is delete. Think of it like that for now. So I have to create some parameters. So I will create the first parameter. What is it? If you remember, guys, we need to create a parameter for this API key. It's required. So I will say key, and the value is my API key. I will take my API key, okay, and put it as a value. Another parameter, I'll put here Q, because remember, I want a location. I want to get a location here, right? So I need to create this parameter. So it's Q, and here I will put, let me put Dakar. Dakar is Senegal, West Africa, right? So I put Dakar, and that's all I need to do. And let me say, and you know what? I might get an error here, and I will tell you why. And let's run this. Ooh, I have an error. Why do I have an error? And this is where people sometimes they are frustrated. They get frustrated or they get scared. They're like, oh wow, why am I getting an error? I've done everything right. Do not panic. Just read basically the error message. You know, error messages are gold, right? It's just like in life. If the most successful people are people who are learning from their mistakes, right? Do not hope you like AI or automation or technology is just like a straight line. No, sometimes this will happen. Just try to learn and try to fix it. If you don't understand, you would ask an AI like, "What is this error?" But look at here. They're telling you that we have the valid protocol is HTTPS. Okay, so let me verify. I have here HTTP. Let me add an S and see if it can solve something. I will just save it and run. Wow, perfect. Now it's working. All I have to do is to read the error message and add an S here. And this is the right protocol. And then we have a successful API call. Congratulations, guys. Right? You're on the roll. So if we go to, if I want to see in make the data, I will come here. I see the location. Okay. The headers here, and it will give me basically the information that I need from this location, right? So this is how you do this. So you have location here, Dakar, right? Okay, current. Take a look at the temperature, right? And then let's try Paris. I can change. I can come here and say no, not Dakar. Let me put Paris and save. Okay, I put Paris and let me execute. There you go. So here, correct. This is Paris, correct. There you go. Oof. Wow, cold in Paris. I already stay in Dakar, right? Or maybe in Rabat. So anyway, so here you see how we were able to do this in Make. The thing is, Make had nothing to do with this, basically. We just read the documentation of the weather API, right? And that's what we applied here. So if there's an error, do not be frustrated at Make. Don't be mad at Make. Say, oh, Make doesn't work. No, it's not Make. You just did not do the right thing. Okay? We're gonna do the same thing. If I come to N8N, I'll create here an HTTP node. All right? HTTP node, right? Great. And the same. So maybe the way it's displayed is just different, but it's gonna be the same, right? I'm gonna create a GET request, right? Then I'm gonna paste here, if you remember, guys, the URL with the version of this URL, and I'll put it in an 8N. Okay. Remember, the action we are trying to perform here is what? The action is I want the current location. So we come here, we add what we're trying to do. Again, over there we put HTTPS, so I put HTTPS here too. And then for the parameters, if you remember, we had a key, and that key actually we took it from this web app. I will put the key here, over here. I will add another one. This one is the queue for the location, and I will prepare it. Okay. So once done, all I have to do is to test this. Let me execute this. There you go. So this worked. It's great. So what I have to do is do this, and then you can see here on a JSON, basically the information we have about, Paris and the current, the temperature and so on, the cloudy. We have everything. And and what's great is you can come here, even you can display it as a table if you want, or the schema, right? It's up to you, but I always like JSON myself. So this is it. You can also change here, and I will put Rabat. All right. So with Rabat, when I execute, so I will have something different. Definitely, different temperature, different thing. So guys, what I want to say here is API is very important. If you want to create robust, solid automation, application, whatever, you need to know API. And what we did again is very simple. First of all, we went to the site of this weather API. We read the documentation on how we're gonna collect information from here. You have to respect the API. So you cannot change these rules. It's not possible. You need to read and understand how it works before you call, basically, those information. This is why they call it application programming interface. The same thing with if you want to create it whether with make, you want to create it with this, or you even want to create it with a Python app, it is going to be the same thing. Like here, I'm using a Python app to make actually a request, and you're gonna see it's the same thing. So example here, when I put, this application is using the weather API. This is like for future prediction I made. I'm just gonna say here Python, and my application is the weather app, right? Weather.py. Okay. So when we do that, we can execute this Python app. And again, guys, do not worry about this code. We're gonna learn how to do this. So we got our results over here about this prediction, right? So it doesn't really matter what you're using, right? So is it Make? Is it Python? Is it anything? You need to know how to use API. So thank you very much, guys, and see you soon for lesson number 3.